Hello, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Hang on, let me adjust my camera a little bit. And there we go. Yeah, that's better. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. I am Colin the Conqueror. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to do some reacting to some scary videos. And then maybe later on, we're going to be playing a new game, at least to me, called Farlight 84 with potentially Winter and Friends. If not, we'll either continue doing some scary videos on here, or I may jump onto one of the other games that I have that I can play. I don't know. But if anybody has any suggestions as to what to play or anything like that, put them in the chat. You know, if I have them, I might play them. You could even play them with me. If not, if I don't have them, I will put them on a list of future games to get. And, well, yeah, we'll see if I can get those. And then once I get them, you can play them with me. Woohoo! All right. So we are going to be watching a video from King Frostmare. Let's jump over here. It is called The Scariest Police Videos Caught by Security Officers. And I need to do this number.
The following.
Okay, it does shrink that. Alright, it does shrink that there. Okay, so let's see if I do it this way. So I can still monitor chat. How bad does that look? It doesn't look that bad. But okay. We'll go with full screen. Oh, is this the Miami thing? I think this is the Miami thing. Alright, let's start it over.
Hello guys, now it's time to take another look at some scary videos captured by different security officers. Let's buckle up and stay frosty. The following video is showing heavy police presence around Bayside Marketplace in Miami on New Year's Day, and it made many speculate that something unnatural was unfolding this night. Police stated that they were there to dissolve a large fight that broke out between a group of about 50 teenagers, which resulted in multiple arrests. Yet some people had their own theories and posted on
that's a
social
lot of
media
patrol cars.
days
That's
after the incident, suggesting
hundreds
what really
of
was
patrol
going
cars.
on. Some people at the scene believe that aliens had taken a visit to the mall, which caused this extreme police activity. Of course, the Miami Police Department tried to play the theories down, stating that there were no aliens. But some bystanders believed that they in fact saw an 8 to 10 foot alien walking right through the scene.
Who didn't? Especially if you're in the paranormal field. At all.
Some other users on X pointed out it is likely to be just 2 or 3 people walking next to each other, which is possible, but most people find it a bit suspicious that such a large amount of police vehicles would show up for just a simple teenage brawl. One of the people at site had the following to say.
We look back and we noticed some weird shapes taller than me. I'm 6'2", shadowy, dark, solid shapes, not human. I promise you, these is not human. I mean, it made the hair stand up on my skin. And just booked it for the doors after that, man. I can't explain what that was. I can't.
Okay, I can see two distinct heads there, at least.
It was not human, and they online. I don't know if they're trying to cover this stuff up, but they saying that it was police officers.
That could be
and somebody.
Yeah, officers patrolling.
It's 2024, man. It's something going on. There's something going on, and they trying to cover it up.
So it appears that it is up to us now to decide
just because
if
it's
these
really
show
grainy.
Us some form of otherworldly activity, or if this, in fact, was all just caused by a rowdy group of
they're
teenagers.
Similar to the ones down at the bottom, and they
Many
pixelate
believe that
too.
There's more to the story than what police wants us to believe, and I agree.
I mean, I definitely think that it was a little bit, not to use the, I don't like using this term for it, but it's the only one I can think of. It's a little bit overkill for the supposed
footage was captured by
fight that
security
was going on.
officers who were securing parts of an old mental hospital that was used for filming at the time. According to the video's description, the staff could hear some really eerie and unprecedented noises during the whole day. However, it wasn't until security reviewed the recordings sometime later that they realized they might have captured a ghost on their camera.
Okay.
We see an empty hallway.
Oh.
Then there's a translucent figure that
Okay,
appears out
yeah,
of
that's a
nowhere
little
and
strange. That walks
through the
into a
picture.
room.
It
Yeah.
all looks like a strange
I
blurry
thought it was like
object
a
at first.
shadow walking down the
But it is
hallway, but
without
it
a
walks
doubt
into this
that it
room that
must
has a
be
door open.
transparent person.
Yeah.
The spirit walks further across the hallway and disappears through a doorway. Just
Yeah.
as several crew members come into view. None of them notice the creepy apparition, but it made this day so much more eerie. Most people believe that we can see the ghost of a former patient here. Could that be possible? If not, how else do we explain this sighting?
It did
Guess
look like
we
it
will
was
never
wearing
know
like
for sure.
a gown, or might be a nurse as well. Could be wearing a scrubs dress or something.
The following video was captured by a security officer who
Did that say
just
gassy
started
patrol?
at a new location. He was patrolling the floors of an old college building, which has been said to be haunted for many decades.
Nose
Apparently, a
itched.
student was found in one of the dorm rooms who decided to leave this world several years ago.
Oh,
And
no.
people swear that sometimes they can see his spirit roaming the hallways. Before encountering something rather terrifying, we see and hear our guard patrolling in which is what I assume his natural habitat.
He farted a couple times. Whoa! I saw that shadow. Why'd you check the trash can?
All of a sudden, we see a shadowy figure disappearing behind the wall. And the man is seemingly in shock. He never found out what exactly this thing was. Perhaps the spirit of the deceased student. Spooky for sure. The following video was captured by guard
I've
Francisco
seen this.
Hernandez, who was finishing his shift when he heard a mysterious noise coming from one of the airplanes. He states that this is part of airline protocol, since they experienced a break-in some months back. As the man shines his torch down the aisle, a shadowy figure appears around the corner.
Okay. There we go. Should be showing it soon. I remember this one's pretty clear. Whenever we see it.
Verga.
What? Did we just see it? I think so. I think I just saw it. Yeah. Yeah. No mames. That's great.
Verga.
Yeah, yeah. It did it several times.
No mames.
That okay. That makes me think that may be an
Trembling in
intelligent
fear,
thing.
We see him exiting the airplane as fast as he can, and it is said that he clocked off only minutes later. What could our guard have captured here exactly? A shadowy figure that was looming around in the airplane. How eerie. But there was another incident that took place at this airport. A colleague of his noticed ghostly passengers that apparently were stepping off an airplane from the afterlife. And we see them going through a tunnel that is not attached to any physical airplane, which makes even more people believe that ghosts and spirits are a common sight here.
Okay. I see people disembarking. Is that what I'm supposed to be seeing?
Are these passengers that lost their life on one of these flights? Passengers of a plane that never arrived at its destination? A terrifying thought.
Oh! I just realized what I was looking
This
at. Yeah,
video was
wow,
shared
that's
by a
pretty
security
freaky.
officer who states that he noticed one of his colleagues patrolling one of the surveilled roads. Based
There
on
was
his
no plane.
reports, he saw his colleague talking to himself, which was pretty odd. And after watching this unfold for a few moments, he contacted him via radio.
¿Qué hizo? ¿Era con quién está hablando ahí? Sí, ¿con quién está hablando ahí luego usted?
Una secretaria de la casa 125.
Marica, la propietaria de la casa 125 falleció hace como unos 20 días, marica.
No, ¿cómo así? ¿Qué me está diciendo?
Sí, no, usted está hablando ahí solo, marica, lo estoy viendo aquí por la cámara, usted está hablando ahí solo.
No, ¿cómo mierda, loco?
His colleague answered and told him that he was talking to a resident from apartment 125, which, like we have learned, had passed away a few weeks ago. And the man was not aware of that. Is it possible that he was talking to the deceased person's spirit? Or was the guard just imagining things? Very hard to say, but still a pretty creepy incident, whatever the answer. This has been shared by security personnel who's working the night shifts in an old hospital. They state that even the nurses recorded some really creepy events ever so often, and that everybody believes that the building must be haunted. The following is one of the recorded incidents that unfolded in the lobby area not too long ago.
Whoa. For a second,
Just
I thought
the
that could have
patient
been
in
like,
pain, perhaps.
yeah. For a second, I thought that could have been like
The
recorded
same
or
night,
something.
the following
but
strange sighting
not
was shared from the
necessarily.
security system.
Oh.
Bugs are not a common sighting in the hospital, which is why they believe this to be a spirit. But the latest and creepiest encounter for the man was
What?
when the activity unfolded right in front
That
of him. the
walks a
following
bit
night.
like a bug, but at the same time, it doesn't.
Miren. Miren. Acaban de ver eso. Se acaba de
Okay.
caer un bote. Se está moviendo esto. No veo nada.
This is some active poltergeist stuff.
Miren. 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 Miren cómo se mueve eso. Para que vean que no hay nadie aquí.
The nurses try to laugh these events off, but it is clear that something quite otherworldly must be going on here.
Huh. No one.
A creepy video shared by security staff of a hospital.
Yeah, I've also seen this one. This one's
to
freaky.
show a security guard interacting
Just drops
with
off a couple of
unseen children
balloons.
in an unnamed hospital. In the CCTV footage, the guard walks down a hallway, but something strange happens then. The balloons follow him without any visible help. The guard claims he saw 2 children in the hallway and was talking to them. Then he gave them balloons and went on his way. But when a colleague reviewed the footage and contacted him, they both were pretty puzzled. The guard insists he saw the children, which is pretty strange since there were none. Was it perhaps ghosts or just a strange coincidence?
So this video is very interesting to me
Let me know
because
what you guys think.
the strings seem to move independently. I've heard some people say that he could have had like strings attached to him, but if he would have done that, like the balloons would have been more reactive to him
And now
than
we want to check out
themselves.
a few updates of night security guard Bailey, who works in an old theater. I'm pretty sure you might remember. He had shared some pretty bone-chilling encounters in the past that we also have taken a look at the time. One night he captured something in one of the upper booths of the theater.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's a freaky video.
It was quiet around his profile for a while. He says that it is pretty rare to capture something on video and that he wouldn't upload if nothing interesting was happening. What started him to pick up his phone again was a really unusual encounter that he had one night on one of his recent night shifts. He and his colleague Brad are now both patrolling the night shift, and after some unusual noises from the back of a room, Bailey found this.
Hey, Brett. Brad, you good?
Is he playing the Blair Witch thing? Yeah,
Hey,
that's what it looks like he's doing.
you're freaking me out, man. Okay.
It didn't have to be anything paranormal, but it was very strange behavior for his colleague. To just stand there and look at the wall. It made Bailey quite a bit uneasy, to say the least. From this night on, more and more interesting encounters started to unfold again. This night he was giving a little tour on Instagram, and without even noticing, there seemed to be standing something next to the old workshop.
Okay, so I'm here. Empty theater. Pretty depressing during COVID times. Hopefully we can get things back open.
Oh,
This is backstage. Can't see it very well, but what? Look, guys. Holy. I'm turning the lights on. I'm turning the lights on.
there. Yes, I saw it. But then,
Not
oh,
necessarily easy to make out.
No, it
Many
wasn't.
believe this to be a shadow person. How
I thought there
unsettling.
was another shadow person, right? Oh,
When
it
Bailey's
was on
attention
the other
gets
side.
grabbed
Yeah,
by a
wow.
loud noise on one of the following night shifts. He
Okay.
goes for another tour with his cell phone, and it would appear that whatever he had captured prior, standing next to the shop, was back yet again.
9 p.m. on a Saturday. This is my life. So I'm walking through the main stage. Here, I'll flip it. Okay. Ghost light is on.
Yep. Yeah, theaters tend to turn on lights like that to honor the dead actors that
No
have
one
passed
here.
and such.
Hello. Okay.
Whoa. There's a person standing just in the
As
middle of
Bailey
the
is
aisle.
filming up into the auditorium,
Whoa.
he captures 2 strange shadow beings that seemingly are just standing still and staring at him from above.
Huh.
One of these beings is pretty thin, while the other one seems to be a bit wider. How eerie. Bailey believes that those two must be the spirits that still linger in this old theater. Could it be so? A terrifying thought, I find.
The abandoned park.
In Mexico, there's an abandoned theme park that opened in
Oh,
1988,
I've
but
heard about
closed
this.
after several fatal accidents. While it's unclear if the accidents led to its closure, some speculate it was due to reports of paranormal activity from visitors. The park was built on a cemetery, adding to the eerie atmosphere for urban explorers. Despite being monitored and protected by a security company, patrols have reported feeling uneasy due to leftover statues.
I think this is the one that has like a weird Snow
The
White.
haunted statue
Yeah.
of Snow White.
Yeah. Her eyes will
Security
follow you
personnel
and
claim
blink.
to have seen it move from its original position, giving them chills. One particular
Oh.
eerie night, a patrol
Her head
group
was moving
spotted
there,
what
yeah.
seemed like an intruder in the park.
Güey, ese es el velador de... aguanta, aguanta, espérate, ey. Shh, no te muevas. No mames, no te muevas ahí. Güey,
That,
ese no es el velador, güey.
that's not, yeah, that looks like,
No, aguanta, deja que mi cámara enfoque bien,
I see what looks like
Deja
a
que mi
yellow
cámara enfoque bien,
skirt
güey,
or
eso no es
dress
velador.
moving.
No digas perras mamadas, güey. No digas perras mamadas, güey. Perdón. Güey, ¿fue aquí? No digas mamadas, güey. Miren. No digas mamadas, güey. No, Yus. No. No, güey, no mames.
She definitely should not be there.
No sé. ¿Crees que haya sido ella? No mames, güey, no mames.
Upon closer inspection, they realized the figure was wearing a dress and walking oddly. Later, they stumbled upon the Snow White statue, noticing its dress matched the intruder's. This led to them question whether the supposed person was actually the moving statue. The group is divided on whether they witnessed the statue moving or if something else was at play. I think this one remains a mystery. What do you think?
Nightly troubles.
The following is an older but still gold recording that was captured by a hospital worker one late night. He was the only person left on the wing at the time, since this part had been abandoned for a few months already, and he was just cleaning up a few things, when all of a sudden a creepy noise could be heard, and then they started recording the following.
What? Excuse me? That was like shambling like a zombie.
A strange, inhumane figure
That is
leaning into
freaky.
the frame from the right, and it seems
Whoa.
slightly tinted in a brown color, almost see-through. Safe to say that this was no ordinary human, which gives the reason to assume that this perhaps was one of the lingering spirits that still roam this old part of the hospital. Creepy. The
Security
following
guards
was documented
encountered
by
something
two
Yeah, right,
security
that sounds good.
officers who heard an extremely loud bang echoing through the building they were protecting. On closer inspection, it appeared to stem from the end of the hallway.
Somebody having a
Mind
party.
you, there was no draft, nor an open window.
Thump, thump, thump. then the lights go completely out. Okay.
They think that something otherworldly must have messed with this box. This is the CCTV recording that was obtained by the same security guard that we see on screen here, and then uploaded to his channel Jay Breezy. He states that he saw a ghostly person walking up to him, and apparently even the camera has captured this event.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
Look at I saw that. I
It
saw that.
looked like it was walking away from him, not to him.
See, I saw that, and I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk, and I'm like, okay. So I looked at the camera. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna calm down. Calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera, y'all see that? Y'all saw that, right? I'm telling CHA, did y'all see that?
Jay thinks that this must have been a ghost walking the lobby area, because what on earth could this have been otherwise?
I mean, that kind of reminds me of Hayes in Ghost Exile, too, the way that it moved.
This recording stems from a night security guard who was protecting a huge warehouse. It was his 12th night at the job, and he states that ever since he started to work there, more and more creepy events started to unfold. This is one of his documented ones.
I heard something thunk, like it hit him. What the? Oh. I saw a hand move. What?
It seemed that something got thrown at him, which initially made him quite weary. Then, moments later, the power went off in the whole building, and he seemed to have heard and seen something terrifying. And after the recording ended, he went home straight away. Was something demonic lingering in this old warehouse?
Huh. That was very weird.
Another security guard who started his first shift at a new workplace. He had heard about infamous ghost stories that the other staff were sharing ever so often, but never thought anything of it. Tonight, strange crying caught his attention.
No. Hola. No mames.
No mames. Well, it says no. It said no money. That's funny.
No mames.
Straight up going out of the PT style.
¿Escucho un bebé?
Check the sink.
No mames. Wait. No mames.
Some say that the ghost of a child might still be roaming this building. The guard never found anyone, making him believe that it must have been indeed a ghost. This is another nightly security encounter captured by a young man who was patrolling
I've
the
seen this
upper
one too.
levels in his
This
local
one's
hospital.
freaky.
He wasn't a believer in the paranormal at all, and apparently had captured this encounter purely by chance. What caused all of this? He heard some unexplained noises from the empty wing of the upper floors, and this was when the recording started.
It's not necessarily empty.
Alright guys, I'm at the empty floors. I was hearing some noise coming up right now. It's kind of freaking me out, so I'm gonna be filming a little bit. Seeing some...
Yeah, there was a shadow standing in that chair, or by that chair. Not that one. There it comes. Yeah, it was looking out the window.
We see a strange shadow figure standing
Or-
behind one of the chairs right in front of the window. And the young man didn't know if he actually saw this thing at the time, or if it was just a trick
No,
of the eye.
it wasn't him either.
Pretty eerie, isn't
And
it?
like his reflection in the window. There's distinctly a blockage of the window right there. Yeah. Looks like it's kind of
But then
leaning
there was
on the
another
chair.
shadow seen at the end of the hallway that went completely unnoticed.
Oh, yeah. No, wait, no, that's his reflection. That's not him.
Is it safe to say that
That's his
ghosts are
reflection.
roaming this empty
That's
wing?
not a ghost. That's his reflection walking in a mirror or in a window. You can see that it's clearly him moving. He has a camera and everything. Okay. Cool. Well, those were some fun videos, weren't they? Yeah, I liked that. All right. Rye, are you there? Because Ryan said he wanted to join me for something. And we can certainly watch more scary videos, or we can play something. I don't care. I know Winter got me to download Farlight 84. That's what I might be playing later on. And she is currently away on Discord. Oh, she is playing a game, but it's not Farlight. That's fine. Ooh. I'd get copyrighted if I played something from Ghost Hunters, though. Despite how badly I might want to. Ugh. Let me look and see. Let's look and see what else King Frostmare has. He's in his stream chat. Alright. Let me switch over here. That way we can figure out what we want to do now. Whoa.
Some sort
What the?
is being caught walking on the side of the road, which
Hey,
of course is a pretty dangerous.
no. Yeah, Frostmare is currently live. I was thinking about doing that, but that's a little weird. I hate reacting to live streams. It feels disingenuous. While they're live, feels a little strange. Alrighty, live and stream. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So, what you want to do?
Well, I thought you were doing some reaction there, so
I am.
I was happy enough to jump on and do some reaction with you.
All right. All right.
I'm just trying to figure out what way I'm gonna do this. Add source, screen capture.
Let me see if I can find something fun. Ooh.
Let me see. Screen capture, add source, create a new source.
You want me to send one of the ones that I wanted to watch?
Yeah.
All right. We need to make a list of these things. We keep talking about it. We never do it.
Yeah. We always do the same thing, dude.
Yeah. We got to make... I might actually do that tomorrow. All right. I'm going to send it to you in Discord. And close that. And where's the chat? There's the chat. It's in the live in stream chat. Yeah, I'm going to be live for probably another hour and a half to 2 hours.
That's okay.
Just to let you know.
You're all good. You're all good. Right. There's got to be a way to do this.
You mean like double stream? Like we've done that before, but it was kind of complicated.
I know how to do it now. Crud, no. There is a way to do it. If you are interested in it.
Okay, sure.
So, what you would do is, if I'm right, let me see if I can get this. No, it's a bit mad to do it. There's a way to do it. So what you would do is screen capture a video call between me and you, and then put that in the screen at the bottom, and then have your thing going at the background. But it starts to get a wee bit complicated, right?
Yeah.
So you sent me what you wanted. Where did you send me that?
In this chat. In this channel.
Got it.
It's a little over an hour long.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. Go live.
The video that we're trying to watch, folks, is called The Scariest Videos You Can Only Watch at Night.
Oh, hey. Bear with me. I am just about to go live in a second.
No problem.
If some of your lovely followers, I see you have like 17 if they want to come across and see my perspective.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah. If you guys could open up
please.
RL Gaming 84. He is in my chat stream right now, or stream chat right now on Kick. Yeah, if y'all wouldn't mind doing a dual window, keeping one of us muted or something, just to kind of give him some love. Hey, I thought I subscribed to King Frostbear recently. I guess I didn't. Well, now I am.
So, confirm, live, live, live. I am live. Typically, I start with this screen, but because I was footered about with everything, I ended up being live with this screen. So, hello, folks. I am RL Gaming. Of course, we are joined by the lovely Colwyn the Conqueror, or rather, sorry, the other way around. I've joined him.
Hello.
Bear with me for 2 seconds. I have just realized that my coffee cup is officially empty, and I feel like I'm going to need it for an hour-long video. Guys, buckle up. This should be good fun. As I've said before, and I've said many times, if you enjoy this kind of content, let us know. Say it in the chat. Let us know. We'll continue doing things like this, because we did do a series of this a while ago over Halloween, and it seemed to get quite good viewership,
Yeah,
and quite a good response from you. So if you're interested in hearing our reactions, Colwyn's a believer.
yep.
I want to say I'm on the fence.
Okay,
I
that's
I
fair.
neither believe nor disbelieve. I just haven't seen anything to prove one or the other wrong. So it kind of gives you an interesting perspective. Let me tilt that camera down a wee bit. It kind of gives you an interesting perspective on our thoughts and processes of things. So bear with me. I will be right back. Much love. 2 minutes.
So if your chat can still hear me, which I don't know if they can, and I might mention this whenever he comes back. Yes, I am a believer, but I also do my best to debunk in a lot of cases, or in most cases actually. Like if you were watching me earlier in the previous video, if I can see something that it could be, I'm going to say that it is most likely that it could be. Now, for, the sake of experiencing the paranormal, yes, I have experienced paranormal events. I have gone on several hunts myself, with friends, with organizations, and I have a handful of experiences. I am a Christian theologian by academia and by somewhat trade. But that also allows, and I believe that allows me to have a certain perspective on the paranormal. So that's my angle. But please, yeah, not only if you guys want to continue having these videos, give us questions, give me questions, give Rye questions about what we're seeing, what we're doing, your take on it. We're all here as part of a community. Let's have some fun. Let's have some actual community engagement and talk about this stuff. Okay. Don't start. It's doing the load circle. I don't want it to start until I'm ready for it to start. Alright, let's go back to live scene. It's funny, you guys kind of get to see a little bit of what I watch on YouTube pretty regularly. Yeah, one of the things I'm currently working on is for a different channel. I'm working on doing reacting to movies and TV shows. But that takes a lot of editing time. copyright and stuff. Let me see if this fills out whenever I do that. Oh, wait.
Be good to turn the mic on. Sorry, bear with me at the moment.
There we go. That's put it in theater mode. That's perfect. Hey, I like that.
I should have really set this one up.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't think I would ever ever be using this one this often. Add source.
Let me see if I can get this resized a little better. So it takes up more of my screen.
Oh, here, Colin. Oh, hold on.
That's good. What's up?
I think I found a way for us to do this.
What up?
Collab cam. Start a collab cam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about collab cam.
So, copy. I will send you the here. Oh, okay, okay. Right, I need to. That was stupid of me. Well, give me the option to do it again. Oh dear Lord.
What in the world? Okay. He and I have already done this stuff before.
I know that this is the bit that's really annoying. We've done this 100 times.
Yeah, and I can't. Basically, I'd have to stop my stream because of the camera.
Then don't worry about it. Just
because
we'll rock it the way we've got it.
That's weird. We'd have to do this. We'd have to set this up, actual like, as a stream itself.
Yeah, we'll figure that. We'll figure it out. So we'll.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll block that off, and I've just one more source to add. Viewer count. So there we go.
Okay.
We should be good. So I am currently setting 000.
Yep, same.
So if you want to do your count, and then I will hit play when you hit 1, and then we should be aligned.
Okay. I will I have my finger on the space bar. I'm gonna do a count from 5.
Yep. Well, you don't have to do. Well, you can do. Go ahead from 5.
From 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following case is somewhat strange, one might say even disturbing. The owners of this doll claim to have seen it move out of nowhere at certain times of the day. On one occasion, a friend of theirs was over, and they told him all about the strange movements of the doll. To nobody's surprise, this event was about to be captured on camera this day. However, apparently, they even noticed a shift in color in the doll's eyes.
Just look. That fan is still blowing and she's stopping. See?
Ah.
See?
Yeah. That's so creepy.
Yeah, it is.
It's also creepy she won't stand anywhere else on the table.
No, I've tried it in 3 or 4 places up here and she won't do it. Oh, I did not do that.
The doll turns all of a sudden in a pretty disturbing way, right after the owner had touched it. And based on him, the doll does not like to be touched. At least that's his suspicion. They even noticed a shift in color in the doll's eyes. The doll's eyes were originally blue, until they became completely dark in a matter of seconds. Unfortunately, we do not have more information about the case. However, many believers say that dolls can act as a vessel for ghostly entities, which includes the positive ones as well as malevolent beings. So, one must be really careful when noticing such strange activity.
Did you ever notice that it's always that this is where I come in with the
following
not
video
sure
stems from a group of friends who
always
set off in the middle of
inanimate
the night
object.
to a supposedly haunted place in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
When they get there, they look at the area, and after a while, they come up with a really disturbing capture. Let's see what happened.
Ahmet, Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sen gel yanıma otur şöyle. Gel ben duasını okuyacağım. Duasını okuyacağım bakalım. Gel. Tam benim arkamda otur. Aziz. Sen de yanımda otur. Sen okumadın mı? Yok daha okumadım. Ondan olabilir evet. Korunuyor çünkü şimdi burası. Bak şu taş dikleşti. Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde çıkabilir, her an çıkabilir. Bu Allah Allah sanda. Bir dakika. Nerede? Yukarıda. Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm.
Oh, hello.
Ahmet bu boynuzlu şaşırtma.
And those eyes are blinking.
And that looks like it's got horns.
Yeah.
Burayı koruyan boynuzlu şaşırtma bu çok güçlü. Çok güçlü Ahmet sakın panik yapma bak.
I've seen this bit of the footage before, but I've never seen the lead up to it.
Yapma bak. Görüyor musun? Şu an bize bakıyor. Ve şimdi bunu çıktı bu ortaya.
To be fair,
Bu tılsımla çıktı ortaya.
is it just me or do them two seem to be relatively calm?
Relatively.
Seem to have captured
Yeah.
just a figure with horns.
My only other
Could
thing
this
that
be an
makes me a bit
unidentified creature?
dubious
Or
about
are
this,
we
right?
talking about something devilish even?
I
If
get
it wasn't a
that
prank, of course. Who can say what was captured here
some
exactly?
things are a bit unexplained, but do you ever notice how, like, even modern technology has progressed to the point where we have 4K cameras, can everything picture perfect?
Yeah.
But when people go out with those cameras to try and catch things, it's all pixel. Like
Well,
it's like
documenting all these
A lot of it's
pretty
older
happenings.
stuff. A lot of it's
Therefore, he
older
has
footage that they
installed
finally
several
published.
security cameras around
A lot of
town,
it is.
and these
Oh, this
are
is
some
a
of the
weird
latest
story.
recordings.
Okay, is he gonna do the whole? Is he gonna do the whole story or just a little bit of it? I know a lot about this history.
musical chairs.
Basically, yeah.
Ooh. But you see what I mean? Like, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
That's when that was done. Notice how it's all pixely
Yeah.
when things are moving. That's what I don't understand. The current technology, like obviously he has that camera where he's able to move it around. Why does it look like it's on a 14 or a 420p camera?
I know. I don't understand. I mean, that's security footage, which is not supposed to be like you want it to be high quality, but you have to pay out the butt to get that kind of quality on a security camera.
I know, but like I have. Oh, I got an advert there.
Oh,
Apologies, people.
Here, I'll pause it for you. Yeah, I pay for YouTube Premium. Sorry.
Right, I'm just at the bit where the camera's all black and white. Hang on. Where are you now?
616.
That's exactly where I've paused at 616.
Cool.
The bin's almost in the middle of the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
All
like
right.
if you look at that, just two seconds
Yeah,
before
sure.
you go any further.
Sure.
You look at the quality of that camera, black and white.
Yeah.
It's fucking pitch perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a camera for £20. We GoPro camera, £20.
Mm-hmm.
And it still has better quality than that there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have a video camera that I'm trying to get situated that I can stream with because it's better quality than my installed webcam. And I bought it like 3 years ago, and it's better quality than my webcam. And that's saying something because the webcam is installed in my computer. But the one thing that I would say again is yes, these are surveillance footage things, and I totally agree with you that a lot of the footage is on these grainy things, but every once in a while you'll get these like gems that are picture perfect.
It just in my mind it's strange that freeze frame I've got it on now in black and white is pixel clear.
Yeah.
But yet when it was in color, it was pixely as get out.
Yeah. So one of the other things that I will also admit is that I follow several YouTubers that live stream investigations.
Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Think I heard the kids yell, and not in a good way.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
My son's in there screaming like a baby because he lost the game.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Yeah.
I don't. Look, here's the thing. I don't mind him raging at losing a game, but it's every time he loses because he seems to think he should be the best at everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
So, and one of the things that I've noticed is that right before they get, and these guys like have top dollar equipment, sometimes right before they'll have activity, and they're live streaming, mind you, the camera will like slightly focus or go out of focus, and then the activity will happen.
Just all I'm saying, I'm not trying to doubt that anybody.
Right.
I'm not saying anything about like foul play or anything like that. There, All I'm saying is it's just strange for somebody like me. Like, if you want to go with a skeptic like me that doesn't know, we're obviously going to focus on certain things that have happened. Like, cameras are always pixely, like they were bought in the 90s. It's strange. Like, I don't know. It's just those kinds of things make it. That's what puts people as skeptics, because it's like, oh, is this legit? Why is that camera pixely? Why does this camera look like it was bought in like 1995 when cameras were first, webcams and stuff were first invented? It's weird. That's what throws me. If I had somebody who was streaming or doing something like this in 1080p or 720p even, high definition, and was able to catch some very good activity, then that might change my skepticism on it.
Hang on, I gotta respond to something on Twitch. Yeah, the Mast or Themist, send it to me on Twitch, and I might react to it. Yeah. We'll see what we can do about that. Yeah, go ahead and send it to me. I don't mind that it's in Norwegian. That's cool. There's somebody that was requesting if I could react to their song, and I just told them to send it to me on Twitch, like in a whisper. That's cool. Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah. The only thing I will say is, if you're going to do that, I mean, I'm happy enough to join in and do that kind of thing with you. The only thing is, I would recommend that the person actually, when you're doing it, you say, look, we're going to do this to your video. We do need you to come in and verify that it is yours, obviously, for copyright reasons.
Yep. Oh, I can do that. Yeah, I was already planning on vetting it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you were also talking about the dolls earlier and inanimate objects?
Yeah, have you not noticed that's another thing? It's always an inanimate object.
Okay. So I can somewhat explain a little bit of the theory behind that. So with dolls, because of their appearance, that is the reason that a lot of times dolls, statues, things that look like humans can be more.
It just tends to be very cliche, though.
Yes,
in my mind.
Yeah, and I don't disagree, but that's partially because it's been historically, like, urban legend, or is historically accurate that spirits will attach themselves to things that look like them or that are human, to kind of hold on to that human mindset or human look. For inanimate objects, otherwise, it could be something that was very special or holds significance for a person that they attach to themselves. There are several museums in the United States, at least, and I'm pretty sure they're all over the world, that have supposed haunted objects that are imbued or that have spiritual attachments to them.
Somebody's just commented on Twitch. Can TM, that ain't no ghost, that's a trash can. Yeah, we do have the video paused at the moment. We're just sort of discussing what, like, I don't know how long you've been here, but like, I'm not a believer and I'm not a disbeliever. What we're talking about there is the fact that it tends to be an inanimate object like a doll or something really silly, and the fact that 90% of the cameras that capture all this footage is like it was bought in the 90s when, like, cameras like webcams and stuff like that were first invented. It's all pixely. That's what makes people skeptical on the matter.
Yep.
As you can see here on this one, it's black and white. It's absolutely nearly pixel perfect. Whereas when it was in color, it was all pixely.
It's also a different camera.
Oh, that was the same camera.
Well,
Kitchen.
no, it was in the living room. It was looking over the living room. This is in the kitchen. It was looking over the living room, like that. You could see a TV, a couch, everything like that, somewhat overlooking an office area. This is distinctly a kitchen. So it was a different camera. Not to say that it's that they're not the like exact model, but it could just be a different camera. So what I was gonna say is there is some mixed evidence whenever it comes to this haunting that's going on. I'll explain as it goes on if we get into the nitty gritty of it, which we may or may not. I don't know how in depth King Frostmare gets into this, but one of the other things I wanted to say was one of the YouTubers that I watch that reacts to scary videos and paranormal videos tends to call the really bad, like, pixelated stuff Potato 99 cameras.
So sorry,
You know.
Colin. Can't just say it there. It isn't skeptical for me. My house ain't empty when I'm not home, but that's my own mistake for buying a house with a pretty dark history. I mean, look, I have a friend who actually does this. He actually goes out and does ghost hunting, paranormal investigator. So he does. That's what he does as a part-time job. And like, don't get me wrong, I really genuinely, if I could find somebody to look after my kids on a night that he was away out doing that, I would be there with bells on because I want to know. I'm always trying to find out more. Is it real? Is it not real? Because there's a lot of stuff. Obviously, there's been some videos we've reacted to in the past, and a lot of it you could easily turn around and go, "Oh, you can see where that was set up." Like that one we watched, the two guys. What was
Mindsea?
it? Yes.
Yeah.
Then we watched one of them. Now there was a lot of stuff that couldn't be explained that was happening, like
Mm-hmm.
the horse shed going mental.
Mm-hmm.
But then they did like a Ouija board out on the lake,
Mm-hmm.
and one guy turned his head to look towards the lake because it was almost like he knew this head was going to pop up out of the water.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that you could easily turn around and go, well, they just set that up for reaction purposes,
Mm-hmm.
Get the viewers in. But there's a lot they done that couldn't be explained, like the footprints
Easily.
across the
Yeah.
bridge.
Yes.
Like that one where we watched I think it was Colorado. I want to say Colorado.
Yeah.
They were in the forest
Yes.
and they walked across this bridge, and there was footprints to halfway across the bridge, and then they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the bridge, there was more footprints leading off into the woods. So there's a lot of stuff that makes me wanna. I'm just scared to use any equipment because I don't want nothing to attach itself to me.
Yeah, there are ways to avoid that.
See, that's another thing. Can I will be real with you on this? See the likes of some of the. Let me straighten this camera up because I've just realized it's all tilted. See some of those equipment things that they use. A lot of them use like app, and now I know for a fact that my house is not haunted. I know it for a fact because my house is the first house to ever be built here. Prior to that, it was a school. And yeah, apps like that there. And I downloaded it, and Colin can confirm for you. I sent him a list. If you give me 2 seconds.
He even did a thing while I was on the phone with him or on Discord, and he was interacting with whatever was going on the app. Now, which app are we talking about? Are we talking about Necrophonic? Which are we talking about? One of the Spirit Box apps?
It was a Spirit Box app.
Which one?
So, see the one that them guys use, SLS?
Yeah.
It was that one. So I sent this to Colwyn, and I sent it to him. actually can't really see. Oh, 5th of November
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. I was gonna say it
And
wasn't that
sent
long
me
ago.
12 words. You, 5, Alice, have we met? It's bright, down, keep recording, elderly, unalived. I'm going to put it that way because I don't want to get any trouble. In other words, not
Yeah.
basically murder. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Come back, hammer. I'm scared. Now, obviously, these are things that would frighten people, and I get that. But my house, there was nothing here before. There was a school, and there was I dug into the history of the school, and I dug into the history prior to the school, and there was never anything there. There's no murders, disappearances, strange deaths. There's nothing. So a lot of it would just frighten people, and it's weird. I don't know. Like I said, I'm interested in this stuff. I really am genuinely interested in it. I just don't know if I want to. I don't want to fully commit to believe in something and then be made to look like an idiot with people going, "Well, you know it's fake," and like it really is fake, and I can prove it that it's fake. And that I've been doing paranormal investigations for years, and this is how we make it look like something's going on, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and so, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is kind of a really dark history. That is a really dark history. And that actually brings me on to the house that we watched with Mindseed, where they did the house where there was a torture and a murder in it. And it couldn't be explained.
Yeah.
The cabin.
Yeah. Let me get into your stream so I can kind of see what he's saying.
He just said, yeah, see, my house people got tortured and murdered, and it's like a hotspot for things. All I can say, all I can really tell you to do is be vigilant. I don't think, if they're real, I don't think anything's here to really hurt us. If they were planning to hurt people, you would have been hurt before now. Just be vigilant. I would always say if you treat entities,
is this on Twitch or on Kick?
It's on Twitch, dude.
Oh, okay.
If you treat an entity like a person and treat them with respect, typically you tend to give everybody a wide berth.
Yep.
That's what I think.
I will absolutely agree with that one. I am currently trying to get to your stream so that, well, because I want to interact with this person as well, but I want to see what they say at, full time. There we go. Or, and get through your, why do I get, what? Oh, I need to re-up my sub. Okay. Okay, so Con, there we go. So yeah, Con, if you don't mind, where are you in the world? Like, are you in Europe? Are you in US? Where are you? Because depending on where you are, there are ways of doing stuff remotely. And I would certainly be willing to Chicago.
Oh,
okay.
Oh no! Don't tell me you're a Blackhawks fan.
Yeah. No. Okay. Good. That's fun. That's funny. That's funny. Right. So it's not. Yeah. See, we're both hockey fans. So. So with that, Con, you say you're in Chicago. Have you had any interactions with the paranormal?
I mean, if you have had any interactions with the paranormal, I would absolutely love it. If you could capture some of it, and like, I'll whisper you a link into my Discord, and you can private message me them. I would really love to see some actual people, like, because a lot of the stuff we watch, it's all pre-planned.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you actually oh no,
he's a Penn fan.
No.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, ice hockey. Yes, specifically
Yeah,
ice hockey.
Ice hockey. Nothing beats the Pittsburgh Penguins.
I mean, Ryan's a
Nah.
Red Wings fan. I'm a Stars and Kraken fan. You know, so.
And I have a friend who lives near Chicago, and he's a Hawks fan, so I love winding him up about the Red Wings getting Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you've had have you had any sort of interactions with entities, or has it just been more when you've been out of the house? Sorry, I know my camera's here. Unfortunately, my stream chat is off to this side, so that's why my head is kind of tilted a lot.
And I'm currently like streaming your channel, or your
I
Twitch
Twitch
right
channel.
now. Yeah, right.
Free publicity. So the ones that I used was GhostTube SLS and GhostTube.
Okay. So that's an ovilus. That's not a spirit box. That's an ovilus. Less interactions, but I do hear footsteps at night in the attic and so on. But I don't pay attention to reasons. But I do know my huskies behave weirdly sometimes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And well, it's good. It's good in a paranormal sense if you're interested in that thing. It's bad in a sense of no, you should be able to feel safe in your own home.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing is if it makes you feel unsafe, that's when you need to be concerned. If you're curious about who they are or what they are, but you don't really care, that's also fine. But if you're curious about it, there are ways that I know that as a paranormal investigator, I could help with that, even though you're in Chicago and I'm all the way in Texas. I would say the ovilus would be... Okay, so oviluses are not the most accurate. I would say try to get something a bit more like a spirit box or or something like that.
That would be my advice. My advice would be get your hands on a spirit box, a good one. Now, not like a stupid app on your phone or something like that. There, try and get your hands on a good spirit box. Because obviously, if you are having paranormal issues in your home, it would always still be nice to know their intentions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's like an entity that's just lost and is wandering about and doesn't know where to go and isn't there to harm you, then you might be able to rest a wee bit easier at night. But then obviously, if you find out that it's something serious, that it wants to actually harm you, then you can start to seek the help from professionals who might be able to rid the area of that entity. I'll be honest, I would say that would be my recommendation. Get a spirit box, try to communicate, find out its intentions. If it's there to harm you, seek a professional. If it's not, then you might be able to sleep a wee bit easier at night. If you hear the footsteps, you'll be able to give it a name, and when people come round, you just go, that's such and such. That's Harry, or that's Sheila, whatever. They're not going to harm you. They're lost. They don't know where to go. So I allow them to have shelter. I do also believe Coleman is a paranormal investigator,
I am.
so he can confirm or deny this. But I do believe if you go to the area of where the noises are and you tell them that you do not want them within your premises, they have to leave. Am I right?
That is generally correct, but sometimes that also pisses them off. Depending on the nature of the entity. If they're there, sometimes, investigating activates more activity, but it also, if you're trying to make them leave and they feel like they're entitled to be there, then that may just irritate them and antagonize them. Now, what Ryan's saying about, getting professionals to go in there and basically cleanse your house is an option in general, but it's better to go in and try and clear them out first, because sometimes also cleansing rituals, depending on what's there, will also activate spirits to being more aggressive. Okay, so you're avoiding the basement. Is there a reason why you're avoiding the basement? Other than it's just a basement? That might work. I know we have. I mean, my wife and I are both strong faith Christians, and we have crosses pretty much on every wall, just because that's the way we are. We also have them because we collect them too. But
Okay,
you know,
that makes sense. Just generally avoiding the basement. Plus, you don't have lights down there.
oh, okay, yeah,
My only thing is, what I would say is, see, before you go out and buy a load of crosses, I would go with a spirit box first. Obviously, for the reason being, and Colin, I again, you might be able to confirm or deny
mm-hmm.
this. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm a skeptic, so
Mm-hmm.
I am giving you my feedback on
Yeah.
that. There, my advice would be spirit boxes first, because obviously, if you're dealing with a demon,
Yep.
All you're going to do is antagonize it a lot more, which could put
Yep.
you in danger with crosses.
So yeah.
Spirit box, find its intentions. If it's not a demon, then if it's not a demon and it's not there to harm you, just wide berth and let it do whatever it wants to do. Just if it's going to throw things, just make sure you make it clear that if you're going to throw things around the kitchen, please have it the right way when I get up in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, I can give you some like telltale things of demonic haunts. You know, bad smells, sulfur smells, right. They usually do not say that they are demons because they usually don't want to reveal themselves in such a way. Um, so I've encountered a couple of demonic entities in my time, and they are very difficult to
differentiate.
Not just for well, they're difficult to communicate with on a number of levels. Um, they're more aggressive. They like to throw things. They like to be aggressive because what they are. Um, but they like to dominate. And once you get them talking, you actually begin to take control. They tend to laugh. They tend to, like on spirit boxes, they tend to laugh. They tend to be a bit more
cryptic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that about like the likes of them guys,
Mhm.
Mindseed. A
Mhm.
lot of the times when they thought demon, it was very, very cryptic in what it was saying. It was never outright.
Right.
Um, what I would say is they're said about watching paranormal shows. What I would say is definitely paranormal investigation shows, like on TV and things like that. There, take them with a pinch of salt sometimes, because that can't always be the case. You can't always just go to a place and go, yeah,
Right.
we're getting a demon. This is a demon every time,
Yeah.
because there's not there. There is other entities out there,
Absolutely.
phantoms,
Yep.
shades. Shades don't even like to be out in the open,
Yeah.
and they will they'll communicate with you, but on a very rare instant. And if it's a shade you've got in your house, then you're fine. It's not going to be there to harm you.
Yeah. Oh, the Hinsdale house is a perfect representation of what a demonic haunting is like. I'm surprised they haven't tried to exorcise that house, honestly. But because of what's there and the history of it, it's a cash cow, you know. So that's one of the reasons why.
I don't know about that Hansdale house. I'm in the UK, obviously, as you can probably tell by my accent. So I don't actually know about.
So if I'm correct, I think I'm correct on this one. The Hinsdale house is where The Conjuring is from.
Oh, right, okay. If I'm honest, I haven't even seen that film.
Yeah,
yet.
that's fair. That's fair.
I have a repertoire of films that I have to watch, and I've just not got through any of them. Like, we're now in 2024, we're halfway through it, and I'm only getting around to watching Napoleon.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Napoleon just came out not too long ago, so yeah, and that's right. They nailed the door shut, but that wouldn't keep a spirit, especially a demon, out. That actually encourages more infestation.
That's just opening a door. Like, I know that sounds a bit backwards, but nailing a door shut basically only opens a door, because from what I've gathered, a lot of these like entities can be afraid of people, the living. And if you shut the door, then you're showing fear, and fear is something that they can thrive on. Especially if it's a demon. Demons can thrive on fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't even get me started on Zach Bagans. Don't even get me started on that man. I met him once at a just outside of a convention, and like that man has some issues. And it's not even, I wouldn't even argue that it's all ego. There's some weird stuff going on with him.
We'll go back to the video. We'll watch a wee bit more.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad in there.
So if you want to, I'm at 1660. If you want to count
Yeah.
down again,
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we'll go back to the video and we'll enjoy it.
I have been to his museum. Doesn't feel bad in there. I think it's more because of the history of the artifacts.
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy is, so I can't make any comments on it.
The Zach Bagans is the guy that does Ghost Adventures. He's one of the most popular paranormal TV channel guys.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So basically he's a TV presenter, so I would take sometimes what he would say. Like, this is a guy who's obviously being paid to produce a television show, so
yeah.
They said the Warren Museum. I will have to look that up. The Warren Museum, however, I felt watched at all times.
Yep, and the Warren Museum would be that way because of what so Ed and Lorraine Warren are the only not official, as far as I know, official non-ordained demonologists by the Roman Catholic Church. And they're the ones that were responsible for like The Conjuring and or not responsible, but they were kind of like the heroes, if you will, of the real life stories. There was some weird stuff about them too, but their history is really cool. I will admit that. But yeah, I'd like to get back to the video. We can do that.
I'm just waiting on you.
All right, I'll give you a count from 3. Whenever you're ready to let me know when you're.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Wee, trash.
But you see what I mean? Look.
Yeah.
Lovely, clear, black and white picture. And as soon as it switches to color, it'll be all pixelated.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why in the world they would just leave a Ouija board out like that.
That's the most idiotic thing ever.
It is uncertain what exactly is going on in his home, and apparently he's still documenting the current case. Let's see if there's going to be an update about it very soon.
I would go along the lines of, dude, I know this is reaching into the phasmophobia side of things, but that looks like it could be potential twins. If you get what I mean?
I do.
The chair going and then the Ouija board moving.
Well,
now
it seems excessive.
From user
Yeah.
Luke QMN, who states that ever since growing up, he felt that something scary was going on at night at the house of his aunt. He had to spend some weekends there ever so often, and to this day, he remembers weird noises and creepy things that he had seen there as a kid. Apparently, his aunt is used to all of this activity at this point, and after 10 years, he was invited back to spend another night there. And once again, he was woken up to some really eerie activity.
Still hearing voices. Jesus Christ. You're knocking again. Man, they want your attention, dude.
Room service.
Oh my god.
And this is where the
That's a
recording
child's
ends.
voice.
Many people are certain
no.
that we can hear the voice of a little child here. Is that possible?
That is one thing I will say now. Even in games, I do not fuck with children. Any ghost games that have children in it,
What
no,
exactly could have caused all of this? Is something bound to this old house? Who can say?
Or a demon disguised as a child. It
Or,
could
yeah,
be.
or a demon disguised as a child. Yep.
Next case was featured
I
by Amy
had an
and
advert
Luna
there,
94,
so
the channel
bear
of a
with
young
me.
mother
Oh.
who's mostly sharing.
I'm just at the. So it's all good. Just leave your stream running.
I'm at 9:26. I already paused it.
Just hit 9:26 now.
All right. The dog is standing up and walking.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you another 3 count.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Videos about her kids and her dog Luna. However, this got a bit weird when the woman shared a pretty unique encounter they had in the woods together, and she doesn't believe this to be anything normal, as she puts it. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of motion over there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They had no idea what exactly was going on in front of them, and what it was. Is this something otherworldly, or was it simply an animal? Hard to say. But they came back another day, and yet again saw something really interesting in the distance. The woman believes this to be the exact same thing that she captured earlier. Could this be? Perhaps it was just an animal, but it made her pretty unsettling. What do you believe?
I'd jump out the window.
Well, that sounded a bit like they were in the UK.
Investigation video, which was forwarded to me by Zodiac.
My thing is, the mother did not do any favors there.
No.
She panicked and made the child turn.
Yeah.
And that causes a fear within the child.
Mm-hmm.
Never frighten your children. Just give them. If you come across something like that, don't frighten your children. Just, I forgot something in the house. Come on, we need to go back and get it.
Yeah.
And make it look like you're moving a wee bit quick because it's something important.
Yep. Because children will panic as well. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
And not there anymore.
Was it perhaps the spirit of the lady that was lingering and waiting for the two? Or is this just a spooky hoax?
See, that one, that would have me as a hoax, because if he had seen that on the camera, he'd have freaked out.
By user,
But then he kept
He was
walking.
3, and he was quite startled when he realized.
Well, that's the thing, is you might not see it on the camera at the time.
As he was close to the end of his night shift, there appeared what looked like to be a tall man standing and walking around outside. There was no apparent reason for that, and no, it had never happened before. Let's check that out.
5 a.m. on a night shift. 10 miles from any town or city. Okay.
Some viewers suspected that it could be a farmer who's simply looking out after his crops, but Mason denied that, saying that nobody ever is out that early on the fields, and that it appeared to be looking straight at him. And that was that. A really scary encounter, if you ask me. Is it paranormal related? We don't know.
I don't know.
I don't.
Does
Yeah.
say
What would a person do out
10 miles away
just
from any
staring
town or
at the
city's
window?
one thing, but if it had been 10 miles away from the nearest house,
Yeah.
then would be looking at a paranormal thing. That just looks like a guy who's out. That could
Yeah.
be somebody that lives in a farm and he's just decided to get out. He couldn't sleep, got up and went for a walk.
Yeah.
And he's seen him and he's wondering why the hell he's
Following
standing
is a
there
pretty
staring at him.
unsettling
Right.
recording, which has been shared by Carrie E. She has uploaded this video to Reddit in hopes for somebody to help her. She states, "This video is from a camera set up in my ex's bedroom. It's set so that it only records if motion is detected. It detected motion on the TV and recorded this. My daughter, her stepmom, and my daughter's boyfriend have all felt strange since living there. They've all had issues with lights turning on by themselves, or turning on and not being able to turn them off. They've heard voices coming from my daughter's room when my daughter isn't there. Also, my daughter said that when she's in the shower, the rest of the house sounds noisy. Kind of like if there was somebody in the house making a bunch of noise, banging stuff around, and then when she gets out of the shower, all the noise stops. The house has already been saged. Should they sage it again? Move perhaps?"
bottom corner of the screen there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it didn't set off the motion whenever it
Strange
moved.
shadow person at the right side of the screen. Apparently, nobody was standing there in the room. And then it just starts to the left and is just gone.
That is definitely strange.
Nothing is known about where the shadow originated from. But this doesn't look natural to me. What an eerie encounter.
Advert.
Got it. 1601.
On my walk.
Yeah, paused at 1601.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry, just let me make this clear. Sorry, guys, I do apologize. I don't pay for YouTube Premium. One does, so the video just keeps playing. I
Yeah.
should really I play for Music Premium, but not YouTube Premium.
Yeah. YouTube Premium gets you Music Premium, so...
Hold on. Let me do something here really quick. This might be... Copy.
You might want to make sure that you're... Are you trying to get YouTube Premium now, or what?
No.
Or did you turn on ad blocker?
I've just moved across to my the Opera GX, so I might avoid adverts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use Opera sometimes too. All right.
1601.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm gonna give you a count from 3, 2, 1, go.
The next clip comes to us from Japan and was uploaded by user Fourth Wall. According to them, the cameraman was walking home from work late one night when he suddenly felt a strange energy around him. You know that feeling when you just know someone's watching you? The man decided to start filming his walk home and ended up capturing some really interesting paranormal evidence. Let's see.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah, this is very compelling.
I see that. The white figure.
Yeah, it's looks like it's kind of kneeling down,
Mist can be seen moving around close to
and then it looks like it stands up.
It is hard to identify the shape until the spirit seemingly stands up and suddenly takes on a very human-like form. This sighting is understandably terrifying for the cameraman, who suddenly stops recording. It's hard to say what could have possibly caused this phenomenon. It really doesn't look like normal fog or smoke to me. Is this a true paranormal capture though? I'll let you be the judge.
I have heard stories of things like this here happening, where entities have followed people home. And when they've reached out to, when they've reached
The
through
following was uploaded by
spirit boxes,
Collective,
they followed
who
them
shared this
because
clip of a viewer
the person
that
they followed
maybe
made
has
them feel
captured
safe.
a paranormal
Yes.
encounter taking
I've
place
heard that
in his
as well.
apartment. They state, one of our viewers sent in this fantastic clip. There have been no paranormal complaints until home footage caught this abnormally. This is raw footage sent in to ask us about our opinion. Was it an apparition that was captured here perhaps?
Right. Oh.
It's like they were just sitting in the chair and they're like, okay, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee now. Bye.
It really looks like a semi-transparent figure that is walking through the room here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really curious. We also can see a lady in a therapeutic bed of some sorts in the background, and it is not further known if she was battling any kind of serious disease or illness. Could it be that somebody from the afterlife was watching over her that
It
night?
almost seems that way, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why I was saying to you, use a spirit box, because you could find yourself in a position where I got hit with another ad.
Dang.
The next video was sent
Sorry,
by
just keep your video
The
running.
user tells me that
What are you at?
1911. Let me go back because I didn't hear what he was saying. All right, 1906. Haunted pub.
Yep.
All right. I'll give you a 3 count.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
the next video was sent by Peptaro. The user tells me that we are looking at a CCTV recording, which was recorded one night after closing hours in a local pub. The place is located in a hundreds of years old building, and many customer reports have spoken of glasses being flicked off the table, sudden bursts of wind, and other strange occurrences that take place in there on a regular basis. So ghost stories are certainly nothing new. This night though, the security guard noticed that there seemed to be a bit more going on than just poltergeist activity.
Whoa, what the?
A dark shadow entity seems to be hovering behind the counter, possibly working the beer dispenser and giving out glasses in the afterlife. The owner suspects that it could be a former employee. Some people say that it might just be a bug or something. But this seems unlikely, the owner states. Who can say?
See, to me, that looks like a bird flying, and because it's moving
looks
fast.
like a fly flying over the top of the
Yeah.
camera, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This video was sent by Tobias. He tells me that a friend of his found it in another compilation video. The story goes that a man was on his way home one evening. He was driving through a stretch of field, which apparently was supposed to be a shortcut for him. After a few minutes, his car seemed to malfunction. The reason was unknown. His dash cam then captured something really odd right in front of his car.
Oh dear. Okay. Oh.
The man was sure to have captured a ghost here. Maybe it drained the car battery, and maybe it caused the car to halt.
See, that just looks like a guy and...
Well,
Could this be
except
the
you can
case?
kind of
The
see
man is
through them.
certain that this is exactly what happened. How strange.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like...
Yeah, I don't disagree that it could just be a dude that's, you know...
They've heavily edited. Like, you
Yeah.
think of the stuff that you can do with,
Now we want to check out the recording
what do you call it?
And the
Any
story
editing
of
software.
Adobe Tony
Yeah.
has been documenting the strange
looks like
events in this home
Voldemort
for a
in
few
the
months.
afterlife.
Here's the July 30th activity part 3 I was promised.
It did, though.
You can see nothing's changed since the...
Either Voldemort or it looked like some sketchy dude with a hoodie on, just like trying to creep people out.
There we go.
Okay,
Think
a
I'll
cabinet
keep the
open. Yeah, okay.
Maybe for some plates.
This is crazy, guys. You know, I used to be a huge skeptic, and if you're like me, you know, these videos are entertaining, but I always thought they were fake. Until it happens to you, you know, this has never happened to me in my life, and I never believed, and now this is happening to me, and I'm getting nervous now.
Starting to believe that this is probably Miss Potter because you'll see how short the mist is, and then it moves into the hallway. See? And then it moves back into the hallway and sweeps around the corner. And that reminded me of the video I posted, the hall video that caught the Having my friend come sage next week, guys, because I got this ring notification tonight. It's been quiet in the house, but apparently I had a visitor, and it says come outside.
Wow, there's a lot of traffic. Oh, look.
Backfire, and then listen close.
Did you hear anything?
No.
It walks off the porch.
I didn't hear anything.
Light go back behind it and through it as it goes across. What else to do, guys?
I saw things.
And I got hit with an advert there. Just keep your video rolling. Just keep your video rolling.
I'm good. I'm good.
Shadow being.
Yeah. Let me go back. Hang on. All right. 2449. Is that where?
Go ahead. I'm like 24.
I'm at 2449.
2454. Well, that's only a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I got it. I just needed to go forward once, and I did it, so I'm there. 2454. Alrighty.
Yep.
All right, starting with 3, 2, 1, go.
The unanswered universe. It is said in the description that the following event unfolded as part of a creepy video diary, and the story goes that the man filming that night might have captured a terrifying shadow being manifesting right in front of him. Shortly after moving in, the man started to have really unsettling nightmares, and his partner told him that he had even started sleepwalking. How eerie. It didn't take long until the activity got even stronger and more spooky. Shadows started to show themselves ever so often in the man's home, and even poltergeist activity was witnessed every other evening. The uploader even claims that the man recording started to hear voices when nobody else was home.
I haven't.
And one night,
To be
he could
fair,
capture the
me and
following
Colin
right in
did
front
this
of his
for a
home.
while over Halloween, and then we just stopped.
Okay. That looks like a dude in a helmet, like almost tactical gear.
It would appear that this shadow thing is manifesting out of thin air. It then twists and moves in a really awkward fashion. That's why many believe this thing to not be human, maybe not even a ghost. Might the man have been contacted by demonic entities?
I mean, that would make sense.
Pretty nightmarish to think about that, isn't it? I guess we will never know for sure.
Behind you!
Behind
The
you.
following clip was linked by one of my viewers and uploaded by Relationship Humor on Instagram. The young girl was preparing a short video that afternoon and states that nobody else was supposed to be around. However, something seemed to be standing right behind her that day.
Oh. And it moves
Another
too.
dark shadow that seemed to have made it onto a recording by accident. If this wasn't a family member of hers, what else was it? Unfortunately, it is unclear if the young girl has experienced any paranormal events before, but it's extremely unsettling to picture something behind you when the house is empty. Was it maybe an intruder? Who can say for sure?
Uh-oh. While investigating.
The next video was uploaded by paranormal investigation team Gang Gua Pi, located in Thailand. The group has been ghost hunting for around a year and often visits abandoned homes, lakes, forests, and even caves. In this particular investigation, the group is visiting an abandoned house in a rural area. The reason for the house? The reason the house was left deserted was reportedly because of a tragedy that had taken place in the house. Understandably, nobody wanted to live in the home after that. The group begins their investigation by going through the rooms in the house, and it barely takes any time at all before something terrifying happens. Let's take a look.
Oh, hello. Whoa.
The men are exploring one of the bedrooms in the back of the house when they are startled by what they believe to be a shadow figure. Take a look at the shadow they capture. This certainly appears to be some sort of shadow creature. The glowing eyes and completely black figure are certainly creepy. What do you believe they may have captured? Is this a real spirit sighting or just a hoax?
Ryan, what are your thoughts on that one?
Some people believe that
Do
houses
you know what?
inherit the
I
spirits
seen,
of past
my
events.
opinion is
This
this:
includes
see anything with a
tragedies as well
black
as horrific
figure,
moments that might have
I
transpired
kinda
at
believe they
some
would be
point in
hoaxes.
time. TikTok user
Okay.
The Myth Rider comes across one of these old abandoned houses
and I have
notices
the
something
reason
in the
behind it.
window.
Okay.
This is the Martin House. Haunted, Panama City, Florida, my first book. And I'm just driving by randomly. Look in
Is
the
that
window.
a child in the window?
Please, somebody tell me.
That's what I thought I saw.
See what I'm seeing.
Yep.
A child. He supposedly his maybe, we're not sure. Stories have changed over the years. Man went crazy and killed his entire family after finding out his wife was cheating with the servant. Hung the servant on a tree that used to be in the front yard that the hurricane took out. But the stories are that the children can be seen. I see a kid.
We all
I actually see a
The
kid.
question is, can
Yeah,
we
so do I.
absolutely be sure
With a
that
parent
no other
almost with his
family
hands
is
on his
inheriting
shoulders?
the house at this point?
But then-
And maybe it's just a doll of some sorts. It's all just theories, but there might be a slight chance that we are looking at a paranormal event here. We
Or
just
there is a
don't know.
possibility that everybody's been told that it's a haunted house, so the people that live in it just keep themselves to themselves.
That's what they said though.
The following
Nobody
video
lives
was
there.
posted by a young man who states that in this recording he came across
What's your
something
timer
really
at, dude?
unsettling. Apparently, he had heard strange
31:28. Now 29. Why?
I get hit with an advert. Just keep rolling your video. I'm only like a couple of seconds behind you.
Okay, I'm at 31:29. And I'm
that,
going.
for whatever reason, seemed to occur after dark. He was just about to call his night when he felt that something wasn't right. He states, going upstairs to bed and felt scared all of a sudden. This really freaked me out.
Is somebody looking at him from the mirror? What? Yeah.
He wasn't sure what he saw that night, but if we take a better look,
I mean,
one
the other
could
thing
think
is that could
the
just
creepy
be
face is
a
lurking
shadow
from the
from
left
the light.
lower corner in the other room.
Yeah, pareidolia. Yeah.
He was alone that night, so whatever this thing is wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, there
Are
it
we
looks like
looking at
there's a
ghost
face
here,
in the mirror.
Or do you have a better explanation?
But I think it might be pareidolia.
No, do you know what, Kat? I think you're right. I don't think people would
Oh.
put dolls up in front of the window, but at the same time, somebody could have put a doll up in front of that window because of the whole stories.
Recently
Yeah.
moved into his new home. When strange noises started to occur, he decided to document the happenings.
You know what I mean whenever I say pareidolia, right?
No, man.
So pareidolia is whenever a camera or something on the camera tricks you into thinking it's something it's not. Whoa.
That could be a cat.
Yeah.
What kind of creature?
What
could
the
be
heck?
captured? Look at these big eyes.
I mean, it could be a ghost cat, but yeah, it could also be a...
Yeah, it looked like a cat, didn't
Yeah.
The following video was sent by Annette, and she just found it on the
I know there's
paranormal
times I've
section of
woke up in the
Reddit.
middle of the night,
It
looked
is
across
said
and
it
seen
was
my cat
captured
staring
by
at
the
me, and it
security
just made me
system
think
of
things.
user Rondo Lance that kept his recording private for over a year, before now deciding to share it and get critics' opinions of what we could be looking at here. He simply stated, "This was captured off of security camera outside my house. Something is trying to get in. Recorded
2
between
and
2 and 4 a.m.
That is classed as the
Thoughts?
witching hours.
It is.
Well, let's take a look."
Oh, I've seen this. This is a freaky video.
That's not something trying to get in. That's something that's got in.
Yeah.
I don't. It couldn't be any earlier than what I get up at.
There undoubtedly is something entering through the glass sliding door, and the comment section is baffled, since nobody really had a good idea of what is going
3:30
on
a.m.
here.
It felt
Do you?
weird.
Could it have been something on the lens?
I would believe
perhaps?
that.
Very unlikely, according to most comments, since the shadow just vanishes. If anything, it's creepy for sure.
Cemetery night.
The following video was recorded by a paranormal enthusiast from Mexico and shared on his very own channel, Car Smith. He was out exploring a cemetery all by himself that night, and the video in question was recorded shortly before dawn. The man was initially a bit disappointed since he didn't really come across anything noteworthy that night, but after getting home and reviewing all of his footage, he realized that something was perhaps standing just meters away from him.
No sé. Estoy solo, totalmente solo.
Oh, hello.
Y me vale madre, me vale madre lo que piensa la gente.
Yeah. There's it definitely looked like somebody was standing there. And if he would have noticed that on the camera, he would have said something.
A dark shadow entity seems to be standing right in front of him by a grave. Carr swore that nobody else was there, at least as far as he could tell. And why would that person stand in pitch darkness anyway? So, did he capture a spirit here? A ghostly visitor? Or how else do we explain this black silhouette?
Again, like I said, the
Very
other thing is
unsettling.
it could have been like a friend that was following him, and he turned the camera around to try and see if he could see his friend, and his friend stepped out behind him.
Well, he said he was there
By the
alone,
user
but that's what he said. You know.
This clip is filmed
That's
from
the thing.
inside
No,
moving
you
car
we're
as
taking
the
what these
driver
people are
is going
saying
down
at
a
face
dark and
value.
empty
We don't
road in
know
the
them, so we don't
Yeah.
know
And
if
he
they could
comes
be
across
if they're
something
honest
extremely
people or not.
creepy.
Right.
appears that some form of creature
What?
is seen running impossibly fast on the road. The creature does look similar to a human, but its arms are long and lanky. It appears to be at least 7 or 8 feet tall.
See, I thought it was
The way it
somebody
is
riding a
running
horse.
does not look human to me. As you can
Yeah,
hear
why
from the
did the
man's
camera not
reaction.
pan round to see what
Some
it
of
was?
the commentators
Right.
say that the creature appears to be headless.
Well, it might have been a
Others say it
dash
looks like a
cam.
horse with only 2 legs. What do you think? Just a trick of the eye, or has Juan really captured something inhuman on film? My best guess is that indeed
It's very
it was
strange
just
that it would
a
have
person
something really
on a
bright
horse
red
at
on
night.
top of it.
Do you agree?
Which is why I'm thinking it might have been somebody riding a horse or a small horse.
Yeah.
This video was forwarded
That's
by
Michael
Sunbro,
Jackson.
and he found it on a channel
I always
called
feel
Neon
like
Beat
somebody's
It features a young
watching
man
me.
who was recording a video featuring his newly developed piano skills. However, the really interesting part is unfolding in the background. The young man had never uploaded anything creepy, so his viewers were a little bit intrigued.
Not a skinwalker.
Over the quarantine and I'm trying to learn the piano. So yeah, what's up guys? Dan here. I got bored over the quarantine and I'm trying to learn the piano.
All of a sudden, the door opens behind him, and he seems quite a bit surprised. Of course, he leaves the room to check. Can't find anything though.
What?
Are we seriously
When
trying to
then
say he did
reconstructs
not see
these
that
events
big
and
black
pans
thing
the
standing
camera
there?
towards the room, you can see a dark shadow standing in front of his closet. Neon later states that he didn't see anything weird at the time, so we can only suspect that maybe only the camera could pick this apparition up, right? If it
That-
wasn't just a skit, of course.
That looks like... Yeah, okay. It didn't move at all whenever he
First
moved the
series of
camera up.
videos
That's
were
so
recorded by a
weird.
user called Frolylicious Music.
I don't-
He has
yeah,
shared the
I don't know
following
how I feel
clip,
about
which
that.
was recorded by his son. Apparently, the young man
Do you
woke
see what
up
I
to
mean?
one
Like,
of his
that's so
electronics,
obvious
which
that-
turned on all by itself.
Yeah,
That's set up. That's just a guy with a big bathrobe over the top of his head.
yeah.
It was hard to see, but there appeared to be something really creepy on it.
There's a face staring at the end of his bed. What? Oh, yeah, you can barely see it before he freaks out. Again, could be pareidolia.
Does this appear like a face to you? Some say this is the case.
I don't know. There could be something like a decoration or something.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I think about that
But
one.
other
That,
stuff kept happening in their house.
that guy was
Around
obviously a
3 a.m.,
streamer like myself
Frolylicious
and
woke up
was
to some
doing
really
that to drum
inexplicable
up
noises from
some,
the bathroom. He recorded the incident.
some hype for
This
his
is what he
channel.
saw.
If it's real, like, if it's real, well, then he needs to do something about it. But
Whoa.
We can see that a cloaked figure is walking by, very fast in the bathroom. Unfortunately, he did not go in and turn the light on to figure out what was going on.
nah, I call that one fake.
Yeah.
Look carefully. You can actually see the
What do you
teeth.
think
Yeah,
happened
the
here?
mask.
Is this house haunted, or is this just a prank?
Yeah, I don't think that's a real thing of footage.
This is what really harms the paranormal
Next
world.
video was
Yep.
found by Brian.
Or Darth Vader, not sure.
Yeah.
That's a suit, or Darth
What was
Vader.
transpiring in this
I don't think
video
it's
is
Darth
quite
Vader.
interesting.
You can see the guy's
It
teeth.
was captured by 2 friends who were just on their way home. The story
But
goes
them
that
two
when the
videos,
2
they're
heard
what
some
harm
unusual
these
weeping
things,
noises
because
from the streets, they started recording.
You can see they're clearly
and then
set up.
came across this.
Okay, I can kind of see through what they're looking at.
Is that somebody in the white? Is that somebody in white?
Whoa! And then it
distance
just
playing with a dog.
That's what it looked like, but then she just up and disappears. Like, just vanishes. Doesn't walk away, just poof.
It genuinely looks like she's playing with a dog.
Yeah.
Looks like a figure in a white dress that seemingly vanishes for a brief moment after appearing out of thin air again. Some believe this to be the ghost of a lady that is walking the streets at night here. Could this be so? Is it maybe something more
And that's a
explainable?
dog that's walking
A
off
light
in the
reflection of
distance.
some sorts?
Yeah.
Or what do you think?
See, something like that there, right?
Mm-hmm.
With someone that escaped from some sort of... I thought it was somebody that escaped from some sort of asylum.
Yeah.
See, the thing is...
The next video was posted by Zealous Ideal. It was captured by baby camera.
What's your
and
timer
the
at?
family believes that something really strange is going
It
on in their
is
house. The user states,
43:46. I just paused it at 43:47. So go ahead and say what you were wanting to.
Okay, 43. I'm a 43:47.
Yeah.
Here's my theory on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
See if you see an entity, right? And this is just my opinion. People can tell me that I'm completely wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you see an entity like that and it's interacting with an animal in a non-harming way,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go on a limb and say that entity's not there to hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Animals will, especially dogs. Dogs are man's best friend, and
Yeah.
dogs will fight tooth and nail to protect
Mm-hmm.
their owner.
Mm-hmm.
If they're nice and polite with people,
Mm-hmm.
then obviously that's a nice, polite person.
Mhm.
Most of the time, anyway. I am willing to go on a limb and say that that entity, if it's real, is
Mhm.
not there to hurt somebody.
Agreed. Yeah. Absolutely.
That is what I think.
I've had a friend that would bring his dog to paranormal investigations, kind of as not necessarily a trigger object, but as a means of determining if the entities, like determining their what's the word I'm looking for here? I guess their alignment or their emotional state, if you will, even, because dogs especially are attuned to that. Cats, you're sure, cats will do the stare at nothing, and they could be looking at a ghost, they could be looking at a dot on the wall, but
I'd rather have an entity playing with an animal than an animal getting kicked at.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely, absolutely. And
But they always say dogs can sense intentions.
Yeah, that's what it was. Intentions. Yeah.
Now, an intention is not something. It's something that we give off, like or like an aura. We give it off without actually meaning to give it off.
So
I would say entities would be the exact same. They would give that kind of thing off.
From what I understand, from what I've done with like dog trainers and stuff in the past, they smell it on us. They can smell or somehow sense our. That's the reason why you can have like mental health awareness dogs, because they can smell when something is off on you, or they can somehow sense it, that you're about to have an episode of some kind.
Well, but here's the thing. Like, this is how in tune dogs are with their senses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my dog when my ex was pregnant with my son. We didn't even know she was pregnant at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But my dog started to lie beside. My dog didn't like her.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like her. Tolerated her, but didn't like her.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't actually come in and sit beside her. But he started to come in, and he was a border collie, so he was very, very, very hyper rambunctious dog. But he started to come in and lie beside her and like head on her stomach and be very calmed and relaxed around her.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought something was wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
And we took him to the vet, and the vet was like, "No, there's nothing wrong with your dog. Your dog's perfectly fine." And then she was like, "Could you be pregnant?" And it was only because they said that just that we then go and do a test and find out that she was pregnant. So, like, these things, animals are like, to me, animals are your best.
Mm-hmm.
They're your best form of defense against entities.
Yep.
They can sense if there's if it's going to be a problem, your dogs are going to go mental.
Yep.
If it's something that's there to harm you, your dogs are going to go mental.
Yeah.
If it's not there, the dogs might go mental trying to figure out what's going on, but they'll sort of like not go too. They'll sort of calm down very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yeah, we had one that on this one of the investigations that I went on, we had one with the dog. We had one that was kind of a darker entity, not necessarily demonic, but the dog wouldn't go into a certain room. And it was because that was the room that that entity was most commonly supposed to visit. And the dog would literally like look in the room, you'd see him sniff the door, and he'd just kind of walk away, tail between his legs, and then come back up. His tail would come back up about 5 feet away from the door. You know, like the dog was scared of that room or what was in that room, so the dog didn't go in. You know, we were like, oh, okay, he didn't like that room, and you know, we did. The owner of the property was with us and said, yeah, that's where I think his name was Bob was supposed to be. And we were like, oh, okay. So, you know, we went in there and it was just a heavy room. Like if you've ever been in a place that's just uncomfortable to be in, it was just a heavy room. And I was like, that might be another,
Dude, I live with 2 kids. I live in a very uncomfortable house.
Right. Yeah. But like the air is heavy. It's oppressive. It was like, I don't like being in this room. I feel my skin crawling, you know?
Yeah, I've had that a few times now. Like, I don't necessarily take that as an entity kind of thing. I just always think, right, it's some places I just don't like.
Yeah. Yeah. And that could have been the case. And, you know, I wasn't the only one feeling that way. Like everyone else was too.
Spirit, almost as bad as a tiny bit. I'm presuming, can you mean so an evil spirit is almost as bad
as a demon? Yeah, they can be.
I know, but it's the way that. Sorry, dude. I do apologize. I'm just trying to decipher that. So an evil spirit almost as bad, a tiny bit better. I still think that if your dogs go mental and then calm down after a couple of seconds, obviously it could be just a potential possibility that the entity in your house has crossed the doorway and it's disrupted them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they're like barking to say, no, this is our house, our owner. You back the fuck off.
Yeah.
And when it disappears, when it goes away back to where it was, they settle down again.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would to me would put it down as in it's not there to harm you.
Right.
That's what I would get from that. But if your dogs are going absolutely mental non-stop, get out, get help. immediately. That would be my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Want to continue?
Yes.
Alrighty. We got like 20 minutes left of the video. Alrighty. Alright. My finger's on the space bar. I'll give you from the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
Raise the volume up. You will hear something saying, "Help me." I would totally believe this was just somebody hacking my Arlo, but the other events that have happened in my mom's house with my daughter and myself are just too unexplainable. We've had another incident with her nanny cam and seeing a black shadow near her, an orb, and her suddenly waking up and screaming. I've had issues in my own room with the feeling of somebody watching me, breathing on my neck, severe night terrors, and missing items that suddenly return. This has been recurring since I was pregnant with my little one. I hope moving to another home will help. So, what do you think happened here? A recording of a spirit? Or did somebody else get access to their Arlo security system?
No, I call bull on that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Call bull on that one.
I'm not.
That woman was very, very still for a long time while that was going on. Like, she's literally sitting on her phone like this. She wasn't even typing. The hotel room.
Our next clip was posted by user WisePaint. His dad is working as a caretaker and handyman in a local hotel and has many strange stories to tell about this place. Today he was tasked with fixing an air conditioning unit in one of the many rooms in this hotel. As per usual, he was recording this for hotel management and to document his thoughts and notes about this piece of machinery. After a little while, it would appear that the man didn't seem to be alone anymore. WisePaint stated, "My dad recorded this. At some point, he recorded a woman's voice. At least that's what we think. And then the phone seems to get touched."
Yeah, true. That's another thing that you're very true on. They don't tend to say the same thing 4 times in a row. They tend to say different things.
What? Okay.
It would appear there is indeed a voice coming through.
Paused at 46:46. What do you know?
46:40?
46:46. Oh,
Okay,
thank
go
you. Hang on, let me get there. Thank you, Jairaj. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, let me get back into the video. I had to go back to my multi-stream. I was following my Twitch stream, and then I realized, oh, I don't have my multi-stream up, so I can't see all of my chats. All right, cool. All right, where are we? 46:46.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I'm a 46:45. I'm 1 second behind you.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
A faint whisper, but what was it saying? And is it English?
It doesn't
Then
sound
the
like
phone
it.
seems to get tipped over and falls to the ground. A strange encounter, to say the least.
Sounded
Do you think
Latin?
This was just a noise created by the
That's what
grill,
I was thinking.
or
I was
maybe
trying to
the
figure out what
AC
that
itself?
was in. That was
Let me
weird.
hear your
Oh,
thoughts
thank you,
about this.
Jairaj. Thank you.
Yeah, it sounded Latin, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like, watch.
The next clip
Like,
was
what in
found
the
on
world?
Reddit
That
and
was
sent to me
creepy.
by Paul. He stumbled over it while browsing the paranormal section. And
No,
following
that-
video
if that
caught
is
his
real,
interest.
that's not good of a
User,
spurt
I will
speaking
stay
in
Anna,
Latin.
Thanks. Has shared this
Yeah,
footage
theoretically,
a few
no.
days ago after capturing something unusual in an old church. Apparently, the user was very interested in urban exploring And the night in question, his destination of choice was the following 125-year-old abandoned church, and apparently is still in incredible shape, with its intact glass windows and the red velvet church pews.
I mean,
However,
it looks beautiful
urban
on the...
decay
Oh,
is
gosh.
slowly taking
Looks
over
beautiful on the
inside
outside, but
place.
not on the
And
inside.
it is said that, for whatever reason, the creepy basement, which is dark as night, is apparently haunted. Our explorer basically just was out to hunt for some exciting shots that night, and of course was hoping for some thrills. In the end, he might have gotten more than he was hoping for though. In his own words, he tells us, "I don't know what I have captured that night. It was all normal at first, while I was exploring the empty rooms, until a point when the following happened."
Inside looks beautiful. Again, of course, a basement. Yeah, it's always the way, isn't it?
Oh, there's movement on that door, and then the
door
door
is opening
shuts.
by
Oh.
itself. Very scary indeed.
That's what I was
However,
seeing was the
there also
movement,
seemed
yeah.
to be a crouched object that can be seen through the glass,
Mhm.
possibly the reason for the door opening. But what was it? If we believe our explorer, the place was empty, and he made sure that nobody else was there at the time. Of course, you never have proof for that. Was it maybe a homeless person? that was
Basements,
living in
attics,
there?
and sometimes a room.
Or
Yeah.
was this a paranormal encounter?
Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Jairaj. That's awesome. That's awesome. You watching a Nuke Top 5 and then this showed up. That's cool. I appreciate that.
Somebody jump in and
YouTuber
Yeah.
Ride Me
Yeah,
5
lovely,
is a
yeah,
channel which
lovely.
features adventures and trips that the channel owner undertakes on a motorbike. His viewers mostly tune in to enjoy the entertaining rides and to explore areas together with the uploader. The following video was captured on one of the man's trips to Africa. He was out with another colleague and they were driving through a field area in the middle of nowhere. It was pretty late already, and they were on the way to his colleague's hut to take a rest for the day.
No sé si es por aquí. Por aquí. Correcto. ¿Me quiere para dormir? Ah, sí, para poner la tienda de campaña. Para dormir, ¿eh? Sí. En mi casa. Ok. Muito obrigado, amigo.
Trying to see if there's... What?
Oh,
man. There was somebody or something standing in the grass back there. He saw it and was like, I don't know what I just saw. I'm getting out of here.
Nope, not
Notice
today.
anything? Let's look at
No,
that again.
mames. No, mames.
But then,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely...
see with that, they are pulling
Would
up
appear
to
like a person that is standing there in pitch darkness.
See, the thing
Nobody,
is, though,
his colleague of the day included, could identify it. And it's not common for people to just stay in pitch darkness. The truly odd capture, which made everybody included really uneasy. What could this have been? A spirit, perhaps? Or was it somebody that was not accounted for, after all?
to me, to be fair, if you look at the huts that they pull up towards, it could be somebody just dipping outside to go for a pee.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, they could just be going out to pee. I mean, come on now. But it was still a creepy thing because it was very quick.
Posted by user Fluffy Furry Buddy. He states, "Just witnessed this on my baby monitor. What am I looking at?"
What? That is very weird.
Was it a guardian angel?
Oh.
Maybe the kid astral projecting? Or just a bug?
Thank you for your support, Jairaj, and thank you for the faith in that I'll keep growing. Thank you. Yeah, the baby even moves like the... That's so weird.
It's rotating. It's doing like a cylindrical...
Yeah.
I got another ad.
Ah.
I need to get YouTube Premium. We'll be here at this all day, so we will.
5218. Hospital trip.
Yeah, go. Just press play.
All right. Pressing play now.
The following video was an investigation conducted by Museo del Horror. Tonight they traveled to an abandoned hospital, which based on several reports is supposedly haunted. They were streaming their adventure
I think we
live
all
on
could.
YouTube and swear
McFly.
that nobody besides the team should have had access to this place that night. After starting their nightly session, the night starts off with some interesting noises from the distance.
Marty is in the building.
Apparently.
¿Quién es? ¿Puedes hablar? Fue un lamento. Alguien se quejó.
They can hear the moaning of a woman. Can you too?
No.
Creepy. These weird noises could be heard in different hallways. And it turns out that there were actually several more unexplained noises.
The edited audio editions stopped me from hearing it. I heard something weird there.
Yep. Check underneath the bed, make sure he hasn't come in.
Some believe that these voices were trying to lure our investigators in a specific direction. The reason, however, is unknown.
Did I need to pause and go back? Or are you
As they
good?
make it
No, you're
deeper
all
into the
good, you're all
building,
good.
Their
Okay.
camera captures something really strange on the left.
What? Oh. What? That
It
was
appears as
pulled
if a
away.
piece of cloth is pulling towards the left side.
Yeah.
Some say it certainly was an apparition which
Batman.
was stuck in this hospital.
Yeah.
That's me. If not, what other explanation could there be? Just a regular piece of cloth that might have been jammed there and released by a wind breeze or something. They came across many more strange sightings and occurrences that night, and I definitely think it's worth checking out the whole investigation yourself.
That was weird. A spirit?
This was
Question mark.
posted by Asosa94.
Hello, chat.
The man
We are
states that
reacting
he's a
to
security
ghost
guard with a
videos.
car
There's about
auction.
20
The
minutes
old
left on
building
this
is known
one.
for its many ghost stories. This evening, he was the only person remaining in this building, and as he was about to use the washroom, he was hearing some creepy noises stemming out of there, and he was terrified.
Turn on the lights, you're called Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call?
Could the voice say, "Help me," perhaps?
I
What
don't.
do you hear exactly?
I don't know what I'm hearing there. I'm just hearing a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I might even hear more than one.
Yeah, I heard two different ones.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even so much word. It was more like.
Yeah,
The following video
that's what I'm
was
saying. I was
forwarded
hearing
by
more mumbo
NCM
jumbo
and
than
initially published
anything.
by Pasillo. It was recorded in an old house by a young man who states that paranormal activity has become an almost daily occurrence. He moved in recently and didn't really think anything of the activity for the first couple of weeks. Loud noises and things falling down, in most cases, can have a rational explanation, right? But when he started to see the shadow of a little kid once in a while, he
sake.
realized that something else was going on. The man has no pets, so whatever he recorded in this video lacks any kind of explanation.
Yep, a little kid, of course.
Okay, that was a car.
I heard mommy.
No mames. That's Spanish for no way.
A strange moaning can be heard,
Oh.
which freaks our cameraman out quite a bit. But due to the fan and the car noises outside, it's not really possible to pinpoint exactly where it might have originated from.
See, that could be just the fan messing about with, "Hey, Gecko."
Well, I mean, I heard.
I know, but
Yeah.
if you are
And I know
holding
fans
your
can
phone,
do that. Yeah.
If you move your hand
This would appear
on,
like a pair
on
of
your
eyes,
phone while it's
which,
making a
based
noise,
on him
it
having no
sounds
animals,
all
is
different.
quite the unusual sighting, if we believe him, of course.
What? I don't know about that.
looks like a cat.
Yeah, that I
There's
don't
also
see
something
anything in
else,
that.
hiding behind
That
the sofa chair. But what exactly is it?
that.
Almost impossible to say, in my opinion. Could it be a real haunting here?
No, that is reaching. That looks like
Yeah,
a cat.
that I don't know about that one, Chief.
Hit with another ad. Just keep rolling. I'll catch up.
This
Okay.
video was found
In
in
the
the paranormal
mine.
section of Reddit. Two young men were supposedly discovering the tunnels of an old mine. They were going on trips together quite frequently and found some really strange stuff in some of these tunnels, to say the least. But this video was a bit different than the others. As they were making it through the abandoned mine shafts, the man filming can capture something without even noticing it at the time.
Jairaj, I probably would be. Yeah, I'm planning on doing that on another channel. I wouldn't mind.
What's up?
Reacting to because I'm talking to a person from India here, and they asked me if I'd be interested in watching Indian movies or reacting to them, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I've watched a lot of Indian movies in that to my whoa, that was a big shadow.
Hello.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of Indian movies in my time. I actually really like them. I love movies.
Bollywood.
Yeah, Bollywood. You know,
There's a large shadow.
I've seen some of the
standing in
older
distance.
stuff too.
The men were sure that it couldn't have
Man.
been caused by any of the two, and there was nobody else in there. After a quick pan, this shadow has just vanished. The shadow itself also is
I
looking
don't
quite
know.
a bit
That
odd in
looks
terms of
awful, like
proportion.
a shadow reflecting.
Well, let's look
The
and
head
see.
looks quite big, but it also could be that
Will he
whoever is
pause it at
reflected
it,
on
though?
the rocks here is wearing a jacket with a large collar. They
Yeah.
had no idea what we were seeing here. It was
Well-
an inexplicable event for the two men, up until this day.
Yeah, no, I'm avoiding tunnels.
Uh-oh, here you go, Rye.
Following
well,
recordings.
Ghost Boy.
2012, and they were captured by a young man.
Guys,
who
look,
was out
I
on the
neither
streets
believe or
with his
disbelieve these
friends.
things,
The
but
quarantine
I don't
just
fuck
loosened a bit,
with
and they were
things to
happy
do
to
with
spend some time
hunting
together.
children.
However,
No.
something terrifying was about to unfold. One of the guys sees an eerie figure in the distance, and he swears that it was talking to them. And it's especially weird, because it was already pretty late, and they did not notice anybody else around at the time. Let's take a look.
It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
No, that's like a young person.
I mean, after all, it is quarantine. Like,
We're getting
Oh,
the f- out of here.
I heard that voice.
I'm dead. Serious, this is freaking me the f out. Lens right in front of my. Dude, I'm actually freaking out. Dude, I'm gonna. Dude, it gets more.
dude, that thing looks like it's looking right at us like this. That's what's meant to do. Come on. Look at it.
What the? Every time I move closer, it looks more and more like a figurine. I did not see that when we passed. Dude, okay. You know, yeah.
And then, according to the guys, this figure just vanished into thin air.
Yeah, dude, that's one thing that really annoys me about this is the shaking cameras.
Yeah, same. A bunch of teenage kids that are just having a laugh.
It reappeared again moments after.
Oh.
This was where the recording ended. So let's think about this for a second. This apparition looks like a little boy. But what would a boy do there alone at night?
And why is it following them?
Played out by the man. What did they come across here? It certainly mimics the voice of a child. Listen closely.
Young person.
I mean, after all, it is quarantine. Like,
hello.
Terrifying.
I
isn't
heard
it?
that. But it also sounded a little bit like something out of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Which was uploaded by Equitum Dueto Paranormal.
I don't want to
It was a
sound
live stream recording.
like I don't want to
It
be
was
sound
shared by a
very
young
dodgy,
man.
but is
He
it a
woke up to
possibility it
really
could have been a
unsettling
dwarf?
noises in the middle of the night. That
No,
sounded
it-
like the
it-
lower
it-
floors of his
that
house.
didn't look like a dwarf.
This is what he believed.
Could be
at the
somebody
time.
that's their
He
friend that
states
maybe
nobody
suffers
else
from
was in the
dwarfism.
residence
Maybe.
besides his partner
Maybe.
You know,
and
doing
their
that?
2 cats, and the 4 of
Yeah.
them were all
Maybe.
situated on the upper floor.
Okay. So they have 2 cats.
Let's see what was going on that night.
otra vez. Ay, perdón, perdón, perdón. Otra vez, hija. Otra vez empezaron a escuchar ruidos. Los gatos están aquí en el cuarto de Adi. Espérame, voy a bajar. Tranquila, despierta. Despierta bien. Voy a bajar. Voy a bajar, a ver, espérame. No, tranquila.
The young man makes it downstairs, and he expected to see several items lying around on the floor.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What? Another ad?
Yeah, I'm alright, just keep rolling.
Okay.
Tráete mi celular para la policía. ¿Quién eres?
They give it a very thorough search, but can't find any misplaced items on the floor, or anything else that appeared off, which was strange. After all these noises, you would think to find something, right? Confused and very tired, they decide to make it up to the bedroom again.
From spooky to
After
good
all,
old
there
Irish
wasn't much
music.
they could do at this point. The young man even states that this place had been blessed by a priest before, so all of this was really strange to them. Of course they had trouble falling asleep that night, and it was shortly after that the activity continued. So they blessed the whole house by themselves, to hopefully find peace that night. But no such luck. Now, look at what happened next.
No tienes cabida en este hogar. No tienes cabida en nuestras vidas. En nombre de Jesucristo yo te expulso y te despojo de este lugar.
Oh. That wasn't there before.
What is it?
A person staring at them from a window.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Something appeared to be standing outside the window here. Something that shouldn't be there. And it was not possible, since the second floor window had no balcony attached.
Oh, that's
Someone
even
believed this to
worse.
be an evil spirit
Oh.
that was causing all of this mischief that night. Could that be so? What would you do in this situation? How terrifying. The worst part is that the activity kept continuing all night long.
Very true. If, like I said, if you're going to do something like that there, make sure it's a professional that does it. Don't try and do shit like this yourself.
I'll keep an eye open for possible updates on that case. The following case is somewhat strange, one might say even disturbing. The owners of this doll claim to have seen it move out of nowhere at certain times.
My
of the
video
day.
just restarted.
On occasion, a friend of theirs was over, and they told
Mine
them
went
all
to an
about the
advert.
strange movements of the doll. To nobody's surprise, this event was about to be
And that's-
captured on
that-
camera
that
this
was the
day.
end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was
Apparently.
weird. All right. Cool. Wow. So, what are your thoughts on that one?
I'm still very, very, very skeptical.
Yeah.
For real. So, I've just opened up so that we're looking at my Discord so people can see the two of us talking. I'm still very, very skeptical on things. There's a lot of those that are like very, very easily to tell they were set up.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the problem that I have is things like that. That's what ruins the potential possibility of these things being real.
Mhm.
That's what ruins it. See, when people set up for clout or for drama,
Right.
it's like just stop. If it's real, it's real. People will know it's real. You don't need to set it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as you did say, there is some things that he was like, "Did you hear it? Did you hear it?" It's like, no, you've audio over the top of the video, so we can't hear anything.
It might not necessarily be him doing that. It might be the originals, which I'm like, why would you do that in an investigation? Mindseed does it too sometimes. They do it to make it have a more of a production value thing, which I'm like, if you're doing this from a evidential or evidentiary, like scientific thing, you're wanting to give us proof. Don't add things in there because it just distracts from what you're trying to prove.
Yeah. Sorry, I just made my camera bigger. Cover up my name that way. Look, it looks a wee bit neater. Yeah, there's a lot of things on that there that I would say right now are very, very questionable. And yes, like I said, a lot of the videos there, you can see they were set up. You can see they were set up. Like that guy with the friggin' house coat on just standing there. Like, come on. That actually takes away from real paranormal investigators. That ruins any credibility that they have. And if people are suffering from like paranormal activity in their own house, people doing that will ruin it.
Yeah.
Because then people are going, "Oh, well, you've just set that up. That's no, that's fake." It's
Right.
like if you want to do something properly. I still am on the fence. As I said, I've read that the likes of the guys that we've watched before, Mindseed, have set up a lot of the stuff that they've done. Whether that's legit or not, I really don't know. I hope to God it's not. I would love to believe that the stuff they've done is real, but I
Right.
can't. Yeah, if they suffer from paranormal, like, get a professional.
Mhm.
Don't look to YouTube. That's like everything. Like, see now, it's a gift and a curse to the internet.
Mhm.
Because suddenly everybody's a GP, everybody's a doctor,
Yeah.
everybody's a psychiatrist. You know, everybody's everything, but nobody's a professional.
Right.
So my recommendation is always seek professional.
And the professionals that are on YouTube are often like, people try to discredit them every chance they get, just because they think they know better. Which, sure, they may know better for certain situations, but not in every situation, you know. And that's one of the things that I always say about that.
The one thing I will say is, see the likes of the paranormal investigations that are done through TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
For 100%, take them with a pinch of salt. That's done to a production.
Mm-hmm.
Now there is guys out there that do. Who was it? Who was the ones you sent me the link to?
Which one? Mindseed?
No, not Mindseed. The guy that actually done it live on Kick.
Oh, Sir Oak Tree. He was actually live not too long ago. I was thinking about doing a live stream reacting to him one of these days.
So there is a guy who does live streaming on Kick, Sir Oak.
Sir Oak Tree. Sir Oak Tree 7.
Okay, so he does actual paranormal investigations live on Kick, which is
Coon
quite
Hunter, thanks
interesting.
for the follow. Sorry, go ahead, keep going.
I would recommend anybody that is interested in this stuff, go check him out.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally where you get. Do y'all watch any shows?
I do. I watch. So my favorite all-time favorite ghost hunting show is Kindred Spirits. It's on Travel Channel. It's a kind of a spin-off of Ghost Hunters. It's a different pair. I like the way they approach things because they approach the ghosts from a human perspective, not from like, hey, you need to leave. It's more like, okay, what's going on here? There's a story here. Why are these haunts happening? Who are these people that are doing it? What's the history? Is there more than one? So they go in and they do a lot of investigations, and I love them. There's 7 seasons on. They're all on Max right now, and they were on Discovery Plus, but or they are on Discovery Plus if it's still around. But I really like them. I do occasionally watch Ghost Hunters. I need to get caught up on the newer versions of them. I tend to avoid Ghost Adventures because I get a lot of weird, like, untrustworthy feelings from those guys. That they're in it for the wrong reasons. Which I feel that way for a lot of the ones that are on TV. Basically, if you're doing this for attention for you and not for trying to help or either help or tell the story of the people that are there, the ghosts, what are you doing it for? If you're just trying to get clout, you're going to get clout, but then you're also going to get a lot of the wrong attention too. I think that's my 2 cents.
See, I always say if you're going to do this as a job, if you're going to do paranormal investigations, don't worry about. Always try to be there. You never worry about trying to verify yourself or prove anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe and you're out there trying to help people understand it, go do the best you can.
Yeah.
I do believe there's a lot of people out there that do it. So there's a lot of YouTube channels that do it, and there's a lot of TV shows do it, and they do it just to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I don't watch any paranormal investigation shows because, like I said, I don't trust anything that's televised. I don't trust it. I would love to go on a paranormal investigation myself physically, and I do get an enjoyment out of doing the likes of the reaction videos that we've done today with Colwyn. I do get enjoyment out of that, but I don't like take time out of the day to sit and watch paranormal investigation shows. It's not something that would ever come into my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I do enjoy reacting to like YouTube shows that YouTube videos and stuff like that Colwyn would come up with that we would sorry, pardon me, I'm still suffering with a cold at the moment. I would enjoy reacting like this here, like we do. We did do this before. Guys, I'm not this is here as free content, so never feel like you have to subscribe. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, guys, drop a follow. We'll continue it on. We'll pick it up again, but never feel like you have to subscribe. I will always bring content to you free. as everybody does on Twitch. So if you're interested in this stuff, guys, drop a follow if you want. I think you should be able to whisper me if you have any videos that you're interested in me and Colwyn actually reacting to.
And I'm in the same boat. Do the same thing to me, my audience.
We will give you our personal opinion. Like I've said, I am not a believer and I'm not a non-believer. I'm just in the middle on the fence. I don't know what to believe. There's some stuff that has been presented in videos that has been unquestionable, like as unquestionable as completely set up and fake. And there has been some stuff that like I've turned around and went, oh wow, okay, I don't know how to explain that. Colwyn is a believer and Colwyn has done paranormal investigations. So guys, if you do like this content, hit us up, let us know what you think we should react to. We'll give you our 2 cents. It's great this way because then you have somebody who's I'm not going to constantly turn around and go, nope, Colwyn, you're wrong. Like, you know, I'm not doing that. I listen to what Colwyn has to say. I give my side of things. We come up with something in between. Doesn't necessarily mean it's always right, but this is what we like doing. We enjoy doing this, and we enjoyed doing this over Halloween because we did this, and then we would have jumped on and done Phasmophobia afterwards. But guys, I am going to have to leave it there because it is now 10 to 6, and I have 2 little children who are very, very hungry and requiring food. So
yep, and I need to leave it, and because I have a D&D thing at 12 that I need to do, and it's almost noon right now, and I haven't eaten lunch. Yay, woohoo! So I need to do that before my thing between 12 and 12:30. So yay! Thanks for watching, everybody. Tomorrow I'll be back. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow, but I will be back. Please send us
also
anybody
just while we're there, also anybody that is on Colwyn's page, do feel free to come across RL Gaming 84. Come across, jump into my kick at some point. Ask me questions. If you have legitimate things that have happened to you and I'm live, feel free to jump in and we'll have a conversation. I do game quite a lot. But if you want to have a conversation about paranormal activity, I tend to have a lot of people who are very open to discussing these things as well. So feel free to come across, drop a follow. Likewise, anybody here, jump across to Colwyn's page. It's Colwyn the Conqueror. Feel free, jump across, follow him as well. If he's live, jump in, have a conversation with him. We're here. We're willing to talk about these things, and we're not going to shut down anybody's point of view. That's not what we're about.
So send me. So here. Let's do it this way. I would say send us videos, or send us recommendations for videos on Discord, and what I'll do is I will open up a channel on my Discord server for paranormal videos. And, you know, if we have some that are repeated, we'll want to watch those first, you know. But please send them to us, and we'll react to them. I'll make it happen.
So I am just currently at the moment copying and pasting Colwyn's Twitch and Kick links into the chat, guys. Honestly, feel free to jump in and follow him. He's a cool guy. We typically play games together or do things like this here. But guys, like I said, if you're into it, the only way we know to do more is if you let us know.
Yep.
I know these videos can be sometimes a wee bit boring because it tends to be a lot of just sitting staring at a screen. But we do, especially not with videos that are as long as that, but videos that are maybe 40 minutes long, we do tend to like get the point, see something happening. We'll watch it a couple of times, then we'll pause it, and then we'll have a wee discussion about what we're seeing, what we think, what we believe is going on from both sides, and then we continue on the video, and then we do it properly. That one's just a really long one, so we kind of wanted to get through the video and spurt out some ideas as we went along. But guys, I am actually going to have to leave now. It has been an honor and a privilege being here and streaming with Colwyn. Guys, like I said, if you enjoyed it, drop a follow. I'm live both on Kick and on Twitch at the moment. I will be possibly live again later on with some Helldivers too, with some other friends. But until that time, guys, be safe, and I will see you on the other side.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and speaking of which, I'm gonna go ahead and host Sir Oak Tree. I think he's let's go ahead and do that. So he is live right now. Let's go ahead and host Sir Oak Tree on Kick. Have a look. Let's go ahead and jump over there. Oh, they've been doing a wow. Okay, cool. I'm not.
I don't believe I have him followed
either.
So there we go. Woo. Excellent. And with that, I will end my stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. Come back for the next video or stream. This is Colin the Conqueror, signing off.